All 11 Bitcoin spot ETFs just got accepted, and on today's video, I will talk about what this means for the market, because yes, today is the day that these ETFs will be going live, and like Bloomberg has stated, they are predicting an inflow of $4 billion on the first day, and if $4 billion in buy pressure were to be entering the Bitcoin market, I can guarantee you it will cause a massive, gigantic pump towards the upside. So I will be discussing this on today's update video. I will talk about what will happen today. I will talk about many more important stuff. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap on that like button back above 500 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So in yesterday's emergency video, I talked about that I was expecting that Bitcoin first will be making a slight push towards the upside once the ETF gets approved, and after that we will see the takeoff for Bitcoin. And this is currently my drawing. So far, it has been exactly playing out here. And honestly, I think that today is really the day where Bitcoin will be going exponential. And let me quickly explain why. Of course, yesterday we got the acceptance of the 11 Bitcoin spot ETFs, but it all matters about when they're gonna go live on the market. And today is the day that the Bloomberg analyst James Sefford is also expecting that they are going to be going live. So it's either going to be today or tomorrow. The general consensus is that they will be getting approved tomorrow, since all these issuers have been filing for an faster launching on the market, and it also is already approved. So we're expecting that today the Bitcoin spot ETF will be going live, and that will be massive for the market. Bloomberg predicts that more than $4 billion will be flowing in towards the Bitcoin spot ETFs on the first day. And honestly, if $4 billion were to be flowing in, it is going to be massive. We're going to be seeing a massive continuation for Bitcoin towards the upside. And yes, the real buy pressure comes from new money entering the market. And you have to understand, when the ETF goes live, it has a one-on-one backing with real Bitcoin. So what will this be doing? It will be adding a lot of new buy pressure on the price action of Bitcoin. So what are we seeing currently on the price action of Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame? We're creating this megaphone pattern, and honestly, you can clearly see that we're getting rejected from the top side of resistance and supported from the lower side of support every single time we touch it. And once we break the top side of resistance, honestly, that is the point where I will be expecting Bitcoin is going to start flying. And just like I talked about this major resistance here in the market, it is still that level that currently is providing and holding us up as big support. So things are looking quite decent for Bitcoin. And I tell you, once we break this resistance, then we are going to be seeing that Bitcoin price action really shoot towards the upside. So you can clearly see the Bitcoin spot ETF window. We exactly called it. It exactly got approved yesterday on the time I also predicted here in my previous update video on the channel. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to be staying up to date about all these market developments. Quickly looking about where the liquidity is laying in the market, there is not necessarily a lot of liquidity above or below us. So currently we're just waiting for liquidity to be building up in the market again. And on that point, I can start to say, okay, now I think Bitcoin is going to go down, or now I think Bitcoin is going to go up. But more importantly, you have to understand, if you're looking at Bitcoin, we are currently creating a bearish divergence. But to be very honest, if I was purely looking at the chart right now here, I would have said, okay, I am currently bearish. But due to the fact of everything ongoing behind the charts, on of course the news and of course the fundamentals of Bitcoin, I would say it could definitely go much higher from off this point onwards. So that is my expectation. I think Bitcoin could go much higher from off this point onwards, since indeed these ETFs are launching today, and it's going to be adding billions in buy pressure on Bitcoin. So we can currently see we're trading in the red box here. If I'm zooming out on the weekly time frame, you can see that this is the most important resistance out there in this market. And once we break above this level, guys, honestly, I think all-time highs is going to be the next resistance for Bitcoin. So this is really the level to look at where I think Bitcoin could have a massive rejection. But just like I said on the imminent short term, I still think that today we're going to be having a super bullish day here once the ETF goes live, because that is the point where buy pressure is going to be entering the market. And I mean, honestly, I could do some TA, but it is very hard to predict on how much money exactly is going to be flowing in. One thing I do know, and that is that I think the narrative is going to be very bullish, and I talked about this 3 days ago as well on my Twitter, guys, that I think that the next narrative is going to be the Ethereum ETF. And I said this 3 days ago. I tweeted this 3 days ago, and currently yesterday Ethereum went up with 10%, and I tweeted about it before. And I said it already, you have to spot the narrative early, and I think that the next narrative in the entire industry is going to be the Ethereum spot ETF. So I think that Everyone is going to be talking about that, and that is going to be pushing the Ethereum price action also much higher. So everyone who was speculating on Bitcoin ETF will now go to Ethereum to speculate over there. So make sure to also check it out, guys. But if you want to be trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any altcoin, make sure to check out BYBIT in the link description of today's video. They can currently give you a deposit bonus worth $40,000 if you sign up an account using that link below. But without this link, it's only $400. So it's a win-win situation. And on top of that, you could claim a free $1,000 trade. And all you need to do for that is literally go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account using that link below, complete KYC, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you could claim a free $1,000 trade. It is that simple, and you could claim it yourself right now to start learning trading, basically with a free $1,000. So check it out in the link description, and if you can't trade there, bitfinex is doing a 10% cashback, and you can trade there without KYC, and that is of course a thing we all like here. So if you can't do KYC and you want to get a 10% cashback on everything you're depositing, go to bitfinex in the link description of today's video, where you can also claim that insane deposit bonus. So we can currently see that on the 3-day time frame, Bitcoin is just having that very strong breakout here, and honestly on the weekly time frame, everything is just going as planned. There's nothing really going unexpected so far for Bitcoin, and I still will say this. I still think that we're in the beginning of a next gigantic bull cycle, and maybe we are still going to be having a 30% drawdown. Maybe we're still going to be dropping here, but you have to have that long-term vision, and I honestly do think that 2024 is going to be the year where Bitcoin is going to hit new all-time highs. I think that 2024/beginning 2025 is going to be the year where Bitcoin will hit $100,000, and especially with these Bitcoin spot ETFs, guys, these pension funds, these large-scale institutions can jump in towards the hype while Bitcoin is generating that. So you have to understand the bigger perspective. And also, BlackRock literally stated themselves that they're expecting $2 billion inflow in their own Bitcoin spot ETF. And yeah, overall, we're going to be probably seeing $4 billion in the first day. So trading goes live today, guys. This is the point where the bull market is going to be starting. This is the point where you should not get fooled. And this is the point where you should be getting ready. So this was it for me in today's update video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.